Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time we defeated the Ethereal Queen in what was probably less of a challenge than you otherwise would have had if you had been fighting her without a strategy guide for the first time. Now, one thing I forgot to show off when I showed off the Bloody Armors is the accessory changes. You should probably have Atlas rings, either dual Atlas rings or an Atlas ring and a Berserk ring. Doesn't really matter, it's about the same anyway. If you're going to equip the Bloody Armor, that way you're going to do more damage, and the negative side effects of the Atlas ring won't be noticed because we're invincible anyway. So that was my mistake. Maybe I'll tag that a fight set up properly on the end there is something that I'll do. So if you were playing through the game and you're pretty, you've clued into a bunch of the stuff, you've got a lot of the good gear, you know that you want to be protected against stone, but you're not, thinking about using normal attacks instead of the killer moves that you've been building up for the entire game, which is like many of us when we first got to the Ethereal Queen. We thought, well, why would we want to use a normal attack, even if it shoots out stars? That couldn't possibly be all that good. What's a Slayer's Ring? I don't even want to use that. Yes, this was me 15 years ago. But anyway, so Atlas Ring and Berserk Ring is probably what we would be using if we thought about duplicating them. The Atlas Ring cannot be duplicated. You have to item creation it with Claude or some other characters using metalwork and use it on a Rainbow Diamond. I just got enough so that I could show this off. Whatever. Let's see. Probably have some Star Guards. You know what? We probably had the Valkyrie Guard and the Valiant Guard and another Valiant Guard. And you probably don't have that, but whatever, she can have that. Maybe a Star Guard, sure. So yeah, this is probably how you decided to set up your characters. You may have put a stone check on him if you haven't found a way to create care tablets yet. Like many aspects of this game, it can be really difficult to figure out where all these items are, what they do, especially if you don't have a strategy guide. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's see how difficult the fight can be if we're... killer moves. Before I do that. Mirror Slice, because chances are, if you're at the end of the game the first time you played, that's what you're using. Alphon 1. Explosion Pills, you may be using Sakura Attack, who knows. And Tear Gas, because we can see how many hits it does, and it's really good. Okay. Let's see how we handle this. Make sure to increase our parameters. And hopefully this does not go horribly, horribly wrong. Because in my testing, it did.
I'm coming.
First thing. Item. I've created something for later. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Where is my care tablet? There it is. On Bowman. Alright. Whoa. We're already losing a lot more HP. Look at all that damage. Wow, look at all that damage. This is what happens when you try and use text in this fight. It does not go well for you. I'll use a bubble lotion on Claude. Maybe we can get that effect to go off. And let's see here. We still have Kamikaze Tonics, so we'll give you one of those. And we'll heal you. Heal again, just in case. One thing you'll definitely want is the Holy Mist if you're going to try and use Tax. At least I think it was the Holy Mist. That stops MP usage, I think. And let's see, let's give some other guys Kamikaze Tonics. And Kamikaze for you. And heal. And of course, Claude, you're supposed to be using Mirror Slice. But yeah, look at him try and use Mirror Slice here. Eventually. Sometimes he'll get a few hits in. Oftentimes, he won't get all the hits in. But you can see, we're doing lots of damage now. We have a high amount of damage. But unfortunately, that's not usually enough. In this case, I've backed her into a corner, so it's actually working out reasonably well. But, yeah, you'll notice that we have to deal with a lot more damage than we normally would, unless I keep spamming. And the sound effects can be really annoying. Wow. I never got a chance to stun her into one spot like this when I was trying with Dex before.
Are you good?
Would you look at that?
Hey,
Leave it up to me.
There we go. We didn't get our nice drop this time. Wow. I'm surprised that worked. I did not expect it to. Thank you, Elixir. Awesome. All right. Well, that went way easier than I was expecting it to. But yeah, the boss can cast a number of spells, which can, you know, reduce all of your party members to like under 1,000 HP sometimes. Sometimes it only cuts it in half. It seems to depend on whether it criticals or something like that. And she has a relatively high chance of critically. So we got Bloody Armors back on and a lot more damage this time. Let's try one more time. Show off the fight a final time. And then I will make my way up to the final boss again. Now we've got all this on. Healing Star, and then just keep attacking, I guess. And of course, Chisato's not doing her job. She should be using... That's the wrong way, Chisato. Yeah, the AI really does not allow you to work very well within the system. Oh well. But yeah, as you can see, we're doing substantially more damage than we did at the tail end of the previous episode. Look at those things going all around the place, not being able to hit anything. Ooh, barely in time on that one. Keep up with Healing Star and you'll be fine, though. Alright, stop running around and heal. Woo, barely. That's what happens when you try and attack with Opera at the same time as you're supposed to be healing. Alright, where's the, where is it here? Herbal oil will work. Something to give you a little more. But yeah, there are multiple ways. You can try and build up a high amount of a void by using gear such as the Mithril Dress to increase it. But I don't really think that's worthwhile. There are multiple ways of beating this boss. None of them are really all that much better than the other.
I'm so happy.
But anyway, there's that. We've gotten ourselves up to level 198, and I said earlier on in the LP that I wanted to attempt the super boss, the final super boss. Go away, phone. Sorry about that. But yeah, I wanted to be able to show off fighting the final super boss at under level 200. Most people recommend level 255, and I think last time I was able to take down the boss at about 220. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. Anyway, I will see you up there. Okay, we're back. Now, one thing to note before coming all the way up here, I probably should have mentioned it ahead of time, but something you want is you want to have 4 angel armbands. You can make do with the tri-emblems, but it makes things much more difficult. So I would highly recommend the angel armbands. Makes things a lot easier because many of the boss's special abilities, or a lot of his strength, comes in his elemental spells. The angel armband absorbs or nullifies where the tri-emblem tends to only half or only nullifies. So anyway, very, very important to have. Dual suits, Sylvan Mails. Unfortunately, you still have no way of protecting yourself outright. I've gone with the Angel Armband Slayer's Ring, Berserk Ring, Berserk Ring, Berserk Ring, and I've given them a bunch of techs to make use of the Berserk Ring as opposed to just using physical attacks. Because the boss is so fast and he does not stand still, so it's very difficult to actually hit him. Alphon 1's really good because it's homing. Bowman, I would rather have him just physically attack, but he seems to just dance around the boss instead of actually hitting the boss, so I'm going to give him explosion pills. And she'll never use tear gas because the AI is stupid! Yay! So we've maxed out all that stuff for everybody. Specialty, yeah. Under level 200? Let's go. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to mention. The magic rock. I created this off screen. It's just with magical clay. Just keep doing it over and over again until you happen to get one. And then I believe these are, you can duplicate these. Yeah, you can just copy them. Now, this thing pushes, distracts, prevents the enemy from doing anything, and there's a glitch with it where it'll just stay in place. I'm not sure if it's on any enemy, but I know specifically I've seen it on YouTube where someone used it on the final boss and it just sat there. It only does 50 damage, so it's not going to kill him, but it's just really funny to see. I haven't been able to make it work myself, but anyway. You'll still want your care tablets and MP healing items potentially for here. But yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot that this boss has that we weren't able to find out from the Ethereal Queen. Now, this guy has a lot less HP. It says that he has 1.5 million, though the boss fight usually takes 3 or 4 minutes, and I can beat the Ethereal Queen boss fight in like 5 or 6 minutes. So, and the Ethereal Queen boss fight is supposed to have like, I don't know, something ridiculous like 33 million HP. So I'm not really sure how that works if we just do less damage. But this scene is a little bit different once we've viewed the Philia private action in Central City. And of course, to have viewed that one, you had to watch the previous one with Philia on Expel in the town of Click before it's destroyed. And what this does is it reduces or removes the limiter on this guy. And it changes some of the dialogue. Basically, it assumes that we have an understanding of the secret information quest and that we know exactly how things are, you know, kind of playing out. And, like, we never really need to have all of that story, or, you know, you don't need to experience all that story to get, you know, the regular ending, but this doesn't change any of the endings between the characters or anything like that, but it does give you some additional dialogue here, and a far stronger final boss. Well, aren't you an asshole? Yeah, she was a limiter for you. Now that she's gone, my true powers can be liberated to torture you to death for stealing her. Wait, didn't you just say that she disappeared because of you? Well, that's... well... okay, final boss, round 2, limiter off. First things first. Oh, I forgot to... I was trying to test something out with the magic rock, and so I had everybody on... I had everyone on manual. Alright, so let's put everyone back on. And we're going to go straight for the healing. And he's going to use a lot of spells that take way too long to activate. It's the same reason, you know, that and they're weak is why I don't like mages in this game at all. Because it just takes way too long for so little damage. And in this case, I don't even think this one does damage me because angel armbands are frickin' intense. Okay, that one does damage me. Here's another one that will heal me outright. Let's throw the magic rock on him. Probably won't hit him. Yeah, there you go. It kind of pushes him to the edge there. Yeah, it'll just continue to push him over and over again. If you back him up to a wall, sometimes it'll stick him there and he'll be stuck. But he loves to run around. So, unfortunately, it doesn't get stuck as often as I would have liked. Fast forward. And that heals me because Angel Armbands.
Explosion kill! Explosion kill!
Alright, Kamikaze Tonic on Bowman.
Explosion kill! Explosion kill!
And we'll put one on Quad.
Explosion kill! Explosion kill!
Yeah, he's the only boss in the game who can move around and cast spells at the same time, so that makes him really annoying in that sense. He also can do quite a bit of damage. He does have the Earthquake spell now, and that spell will do 9,999 damage, pretty much regardless of your elemental defense. Here it comes. Let's see, do I want to set anything up before that happens? I don't think so. Sure, we can do that one. Now, the only thing that you can do to avoid this is sometimes it misses altogether, so I guess that's your avoid kicking in. The other thing is you can have it sometimes for unexplained reasons, and you can also survive with 1 HP due to guts.
Explosion kill! Explosion kill!
He does have one other spell called Explode, and if I hadn't have healed, he would have used this. It's Fire Elemental. The Angel Armbands absorb fire, so it will 100% heal me pretty much every time. Even though it takes way too long to activate. The fight is still difficult, but once you get them kind of cornered together, that's when you start being able to really take them down. Even without the Slayer's Ring on Opera, I still want to kind of attack him and lock him in place, just because it makes life a little easier. Of course, the AI for the other characters, like Bowman, just dances around like that all the time. It's really weird. You can go with attacks like this too once Bowman starts physically attacking. The AI is not smart enough to use any of Chisato's text, which I just don't understand myself. Shouldn't be much left to him now. Almost dead. There you go.
Are you
And that is...
the humans will destroy me? Then what is the significance of my existence?
no significance. You lose. I win.
That was a good workout.
Yeah.
Oh my! Leave it up to me.
There we go. And there's nothing else, I think, that changes in the cutscene after this, so I'm just going to kind of skim through it as I chat a little bit. I would like to kind of give a little amendment on my, what is it? The review I did at the end of the game, since we now have access to a little more of the stuff. I do like a lot of the post-game stuff that they do in here. They put an interesting dungeon with a few smaller puzzles that aren't usually too difficult to figure out. There's difficulty spikes throughout. I kind of nullified a lot of them in how I've gone through the game and the equipment that I have and the strategies that I've employed, so there wasn't as much to show in that regard. But there, you know, I like how they've used the bonus part of the game, the post game, in order to give us back the Planet X spell. I wish they would have allowed us to like talk to people and communicate with them in a new way than just, oh, you're here and that's it. Like literally that's it. No reunions, no new dialogue. It's all kind of bland. You know, there's a few nice things they do with it, but for the most part, it's just kind of pointless. But anyway, we get the cool bonus dungeon. We get some actually difficult, powerful bosses that I kind of, you know, made look kind of pathetic, but oh well. But yeah, I like what they've been able to add to the game post final dungeon, final boss, and I think it adds to the game in general. Oh, all in all, I think the game is pretty good. It's not the game that I was expecting it, you know, the game that I remembered, but at the same time, it's still a hell of a lot of fun to play if you know, don't get really annoyed by dying constantly against the super bosses or failing constantly at item creation, which chances are you will be doing. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I had to say about Star Ocean Second Story. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, because in the sense that, you know, I got to show off a different aspect of this game that I don't think I've seen many people show off, you know, combining the two paths and all that. I enjoyed being able to do something that I saw was different. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it too, and I'll see you guys next time.